Oh, good morning. Everybody is asking so many questions. Everybody's got so many questions in their mind. Today is the 15th. Just imagine the government here in the UK are getting you to go out and shop with great force. Yes, they're telling you to go and shop when you have been sitting at home doing absolutely nothing. Where are you getting the money from? The God is throwing it all down so that it can be handed out to the gods when you go and say hello to them. Humanity is looking for a perfect society. Politicians guess the scientist work. The scientists and engineers arrive at the result after putting it to test. But these days, everybody is so corrupt. So when there is corruption and money and self-importance is risen to the top, where are you going to find the right information? And what is right and what is wrong is relevant to your experience of life. And people have different movements. 3 months ago, it's all about we are getting locked down because of a virus. And then little later on, for hundreds of years, things have been carried on and ignored. And we didn't talk anything about it. Everybody was getting compressed, pushed, and suddenly we've been slaughtering millions and millions of animals on the planet for our selfish, greedy profits, and wasting food like never before, because we start producing farm animals, we start producing battery type animals, a supply chain type food production we've created. We cut down the forest to feed the animals, to feed this animal, the human animal. When are we becoming conscious beings and seeing our actions are pretty much returning back to us because we are not living a wholesome life? A wholesome life means that we are graciously conducting our behaviors and responsibly acting in every given situation to our experience we know. People are saying, suddenly people want to pull down statues, suddenly people want to destroy heritage. But tell me, who is right and who is wrong is relevant to their upbringing, is relevant to their behavior, relevant to their experience of life, relevant to what they know. So all behaviors, in my eyes, I see it normal. Just if I go to a First Nation indigenous village with my hat, wax hat on, this t-shirt and a blue jeans and boots, and there the chief of the First Nation landowner is waiting with a feathered hat and some leaves and leather strapped into him. What does it tell you? Who's right and who's normal? Both in their experience, in their eyes, look completely ludicrous. Don't you think so? And this is how we are trying to make a perfect society. In somebody's eyes, they're ruthless racists. In the other person's eyes, they're perfectly, because at certain given times of the human system, in the human life, they were praised and raised as heroes and ideals, and suddenly they're seen as racist and terrible human beings. Of course, how do we bridge this knowledge that we have from history to this day? We can bridge this knowledge by inclusion, weaving the lives of everyone as a one tapestry, which we can all appreciate and see what works in woven. Because if one thread comes out, the entire integrity of that woven fabric will fall apart. Just imagine, it's just that one brick is holding the integrity and the strength and the beauty of that tapestry. Just think like this. Just approach life the way it is. Don't conclude and don't come to conclusion. We are in a life process which life constantly evolve and change, and we all must use what brings everyone to the very well-being and very comfort of every life. Only then we will ever realize that every life will matter. When every life matters, you will do just what is needed to promote every life and support and let it thrive and see it blossoming. You know, a plant, a rose bush, has 10, 20, 30 different roses. It's not giving less nutrients to one rose and making it less to the other. The nature will decide that. The life will decide that. Just pay attention to life.